Hi, this is Jim Vacha, Territory Sales Manager for Gowan, Canada. Welcome to our brief video of Avadex and Fortress herbicides. Are you using at least some Group 8 on your farm this spring? If you're an agronomist or a retailer, are your customers using a Group 8 on their farm? A diverse crop rotation and herbicide rotation are required to properly manage herbicide resistance. Use Avadex and Fortress once every 4 years on each field in your choice of pulses, oilseeds, and cereal crops as rotation partners for other key wild oat modes of action like groups 1, 2, 9, and 10. To win the war, you have to use all the tools available in battle. Avadex and Fortress with their Group 8 mode of action are important tools in the fight against wild oats. Relying on post-emergent herbicides like Group 1 or 2 graminicides, Group 9 glyphosate, or Group 10 glufosinate for your wild oat control has proven to work for a while, but a post-only plan will select for these biotypes resistance to post-emergent products. Use all the groups, including Group 8 from Avadex or Fortress, in your system to keep wild oats off balance and reduce exposure of your populations to other important chemistries. In fields with moderate to high weed pressure, the early season weed control provided by a residual herbicide in a layering program will increase yield versus a post-emergent herbicide alone. Avadex and Fortress are great options for increased yields due to a high level of wild oat control. Wild oats are notorious competitive yield robbers. Controlling them before they compete with your crop will increase yields. Trilate, the common active ingredient in Avadex and Fortress, is taken up by the shoot tissue of growing wild oats as they reach for the soil surface. This means a consistent, concentrated layer of Avadex or Fortress near the surface of soil will provide the highest level of wild oat control. Avadex and Fortress should be incorporated for best results, as keeping the active ingredient in the soil is key for maximizing control. However, 1 or 2 simple heavy harrow passes will be sufficient to keep the product locked into the soil where it is needed. Tillage may happen at application time, with a heavy harrow-mounted Valmar box being ideal, or within a day of application using custom application with a floater or a pull-type Valmar. Which product you choose depends on a few things. First of all, what crop are you seeding? If you are seeding a cereal like wheat, durum, or barley, Gowan recommends using Avadex, as it will provide the best combination of wild oat activity and crop safety. Avadex Liquid EC for fields with 40% or less ground cover. Generally, this means fields that have been tilled. For fields with higher than 40% of the ground covered by crop residue, go with Avadex Microactive. For canola and peas, where the wild oats are the key weed you are after, Fortress will provide control and activity on foxtails and key broadleaf weeds such as kochia, lamb's quarters, redroot pigweed, Russian thistle, and wild buckwheat. For fields with 40% or less crop residue, Avadex Liquid is an excellent choice. Rates range from 1 liter per acre up to 1.9 liters, depending on the crop and organic matter of the field. Because Avadex Liquid is active as soon as it hits the soil, application can take place right before seeding. Just don't forget to incorporate. For fields with 40% or higher residue coverage, Avadex Microactive is the right product. Rates range from 10 pounds per acre up to 20 pounds per acre for Avadex, and 10 pounds per acre up to 15 pounds per acre for Fortress. The proper rate again depends on the crop and organic matter. Fall application may begin after September 15th, while spring application should take place a minimum of 7 days before seeding to allow the active ingredient to move off the granules and into the soil. To ensure the proper rate, feel free to contact your local Gowan representative. For best results, remember that incorporation will mix the product into the top layer of soil and ensure it stays where it is needed. If you don't incorporate, environmental loss will increase, which will decrease your level of weed control. If you are concerned and see wild oats growing, conduct a scrape back in the areas around the escapes. You will likely see many more wild oats that were controlled before emergence. Again, feel free to contact your local Gowan rep for assistance with the scrape backs if needed. For rotational concerns, plan to use Avadex or Fortress at least 2 years before you are growing oats. For Fortress, other crops to watch out for are sugar beets and small-seeded grasses like timothy, canary seed, or creeping red fescue. Contact your local Gowan representative to ensure that you have the most up-to-date information. In summary, remember these 3 key points. One of the most important best management practices when it comes to herbicide resistance is using all of the groups. If you or your customer is not using Group 8 from Avadex or Fortress in your rotation, you aren't doing all you can to prevent the spread of resistance. Relying on post-emergent and burn-off herbicides without the inclusion of soil residual herbicides will only work short-term. Avadex and Fortress work in all systems. If you are a true no-tiller, use the granulars with a heavy harrow to incorporate the granules into the soil surface with the majority of weed seeds will germinate. For tilled fields, Avadex liquid is the right choice. Wild oats are one of the most competitive weeds in Western Canada. Controlling the majority of them with the residual control of Avadex or Fortress before they emerge will enhance yields, especially in fields with a moderate to level high of infestation. Contact your local retail to book your Avadex and Fortress today. Ask them about our Buy Two, Get Cash Back program. From all of us at Gowan Canada, good luck this spring.
For more information, call 1-800-960-4318 or visit gowancanada.com. To calculate your return on investment with Gowan herbicides, visit gowanresistancecalculator.com. Always read and follow label directions.